When it comes to Aberration, farm bases are needed for any tribe, so we proudly present top 5 farm base designs on Aberration. Coming at number 5, this can be found at 38.8 lat and 79.9 longitude. Now these locations are basically the best spots on Aberration to farm metal, so I went ahead and built these on the actual spots. So here is this first spot. This is the most popular spot on Aberration. It is the best spot to farm metal as it's just super rich with metal nodes. So yeah, as you can see, other than a bit of a lighting issue there, it's pretty easy to spot the metal here. I mean, it's pretty much everywhere. So yeah, this is in no order from like best to worst or, you know, anything like that. And these are all for PvE and for PvP. So of course this one can be altered for PvP. It's completely up to you. But just know that they're all mainly just farm bases. So they're not really meant to keep people out, except for one of them. I did put a lot of effort into one, which you'll see in a little bit. But yeah, so here's the first one. You know, it's nothing too crazy. You got 4 of the regular forges, along with a transmitter. You got a teleporter, a little bit of storage in here. And overall, it's meant for a medium-sized tribe that's looking to farm a good amount of metal. Hurricane Helene has recently destroyed a lot of the southeast region of the US, so for the entire month of October, I will be donating $5 to $10 per order through my sponsorship Mitra9, so if you'd like to support, it's completely up to you. I will not be doing a fundraiser as I found out that most of them are corrupt, so if you can donate locally, please do that instead. This video is sponsored by Mitra9. Mitra9 is a kava and kratom seltzer company which provides an alternative to alcohol. These drinks give you a high, but without the impairment. They have a ton of great flavors, my favorite being tropical. Simply go to mitra9.com and use my code Outcasts and you will get 25% off your entire order. On top of that, I will be giving away an entire case of seltzers for free. Simply use my code from the date stated and then I will choose a second winner at the end of October. Now, back to the video. Coming at number 4, this can be found at 48.5 latitude and 75.8 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this next one is a pretty decent one. This is meant for one of the bigger sized tribes. And of course this one's really not much for PvP, but if you just tweak a couple things on it, it would honestly work pretty well, or just use a tech force field and you should be fine. So yeah, this thing has a pretty much infinite amount of room for metal, so if you're on a boosted server where you can farm, you know, a couple million metal every minute or so, I would definitely build this one. So this one has 10 of the big forges, and then I believe about 8 or 9 of the indie forges. So yeah, it's got a bunch of room, and it has a full crafting station built into it too, with 2 replicators, transmitter, a deady floor, and then you got 2 vaults right here just for some extra storage for just random stuff, because why not? Then you have a full chem bench catwalk right above these indie forges right here. So I mean, it is a full-on crafting base. So it's a farming base, and you have a good amount of crafting room. You have a couple indie grinders over here as well, and then your teleporter. So yeah, this is meant to just farm out a lot of stuff very, very quickly. So it honestly makes for a pretty good design for a PvE base. Coming at number 3, this can be found at 49.4 latitude and 70.4 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this next one is one of the main PvP ones. Now yes, this is a little bit overkill, but the only way to really make one of these work is by doing all of this. So yes, there are only 2 of the big forges in here, but if you're on a PvP server that's pretty toxic and you just need a decently sized farming base, this is a pretty good one to make. Now this is more out in the open, as it's honestly in a pretty good spot that's pretty difficult to actually raid. So up top you have a Skynet, and then down here it's just absolutely just covered with turrets. So we're gonna go over this real quick. So here is the Skynet. The Skynet basically keeps people from being able to drop dinos. And I know what you're thinking, oh, it's Aberration, but you can't fly. Well, they decided to go ahead and add blimps, which are literally flyers, meaning that you can still drop things on a base. I think that's absolutely stupid, but whatever. Anyways, you have 2 layers of bear traps, and then inside here is what it looks like. So you got 2 other of the big forges in here, and you got some vaults, don't mind that wall right there. You got some deady storages as well as some cryo fridges, and then you have a tech transmitter as well as a tech jenny, and a couple beds in here. So yeah, it's nothing too crazy, and then of course those can be switched out for indie forges. It's completely up to you, but overall, it's not a bad base at all. Coming in number 2, this can be found at 57.0 latitude and 72.3 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now as you can see, this one is a bit of a different one. I kind of wanted to have 5 completely different things. So this one is more of a ceiling farm base. This is going to be the most accurate one, as a lot of you guys on PvP servers are going to be doing this. So this is meant for a tribe that really can't afford to build an absolutely insane one like that last one. So yeah, this is meant for just, you know, a medium-sized tribe, just to have a nice little easy farm base. Basically, if it gets raided, you know, it's whatever. So yeah, you have 1 forge in here, a couple of smithies, you got 3 vaults just for some extra storage if you need it, and you have your bed right over there. Over here you have an electrical jenny, you can upgrade that to a tech jenny, completely up to you. And you got 4 deady storages, a transmitter, and then that 1 box where you can transfer stuff. I just can't put that on every single base, but they're meant to go on your farm base. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy to build, and honestly won't take you long at all. Finally, coming at number 1, this can be found at 55.9 latitude and 60.1 longitude, and then there it is on the map. Now, this one is, I know it's not much, but it's meant for a bit of a bigger size tribe that doesn't want to build a lot. You know, it's a simple one that you can just toss together in 15 minutes, if honestly a little bit less than that. But yeah, very simple. Here is the location for that. It's in a decent spot. You have a lot of metal near you, and you're just high up. So yeah, it is tossed together super quick, but that's the point of it. You know, it's a farm base that can be put together very fast, and it's pretty effective. I mean, you have 4 forges, a good amount of storage, a transmitter, a teleporter. It's really all that you need. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new, and hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.